Welcome to Exigent AFH Business Consultants YouTube page. Why don't you go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and share and comment. So today, I came upon some very interesting news, very interesting news article, and the title of this news article is U.S. to require some travelers post up to $15,000 bonds to enter the United States. So the United States is launching a pilot program that could require some inbound travelers to pay bonds of up to $15,000 to enter the United States. The 12-month program is aimed in part at visitors with historical high visas overstay rates, according to a temporary final rule posted in the Federal Register on Tuesday. It's the latest move by the Trump administration to tighten immigration laws in the U.S. following a travel ban on nationals from 12 countries in June and a $250 visa integrity fee. Here is what here is what we know about the bond program based on the Federal Register notice. When does the pilot program start? The program starts on August 20th, 2025 and will end on August 5th, 2026 next year. The program applies to leisure and business travelers who need B1 or B2 visas to enter the US and who are coming from countries that have high visa overstay rates, where screening vetting information is deemed insufficient, or that offer citizenship by investment without a residency requirement. The U.S. Department of State initially stated it will announce the list of countries as early as today. After the rule was published in the Federal Register on Tuesday, the notice stated that the list will be announced 15 days ahead of bonds being implemented. CNBC Travel has reached out to the U.S. State Department to clarify the state. Overstay rates will be based on the Department of Homeland Security's 2023 Entry and Exit Overstay Report. This report, published on August 5th, 2024, shows countries with high overstay rates include Chad, African country, I think it's in Central Africa, 50%, Laos, 35%, and Haiti, 31%. However, countries with the most total overstays by numbers are Mexico, approximately 49,000, Brazil 21,000, Colombia 41,000, Haiti 27,000, Venezuela 22,000, and Dominican Republic 20,000. How many people will have to pay? Not many. The Department of State said it expects around 2,000 people will post visa bonds during the pilot program. Given the number of people who are qualified to obtain U.S. visas and uncertainty surrounding the number of people who can pay it. How much are the bonds? There are three levels of bonds: $5,000, $10,000, and $15,000. So how many U.S. visitors overstay their visa terms? Only 1% to 2% of non-immigrant visas overstayed their visas each year from 2016 to 2022. However, 42% of the estimated 11 million people who live in the United States without authorization entered on valid visas but then never left, data shows. In 2019, the Department of Homeland Security estimated that more than 320,000 people overstayed their visas, though this includes travelers who eventually left the country, according to the State Department visas bond notice. So it looks like now, uh, you know, before you had to go to the embassy and then you had to provide bank statements uh, to show your financial capabilities, and then you had to. So the whole process from securing a visa to bank statements would take you a lot of money, sometimes into the sums of hundreds of thousands of whatever local currency you were dealing with. But now, on top of that, it seems now you have to pay this bond, which is $10,000 to $15,000, in order for you to demonstrate that you could actually come to the United States and bring value to the United States, as rather than because they look at it, if you put down a financial incentive, you would come here and do business and then go back to wherever you're from. But if there's no financial incentive to put down like a surety bond that they're talking about, then you would just come to this country and, do what you want to do and stay if you want to stay, leave if you want to leave, according to your own discretion. So As a business move, I think this is a great thing for the economy of the country, bringing in business people, to skyrocket. That means you bring jobs for the locals and that kind of stuff. From a social perspective, this is not a good idea because this means that only people who are financially well off, can come to the country. This means that, and most people that come to this country or come to a country in the West, they're coming for greener pastures or in order for them to be able to have a better life than they left wherever they're from. So now, on top of the money that they spend, acquiring a visa and bank statements. And some people had to sell plots of land, sell cattle, sell goats, take a loan out from the bank so they could come here or their kid could come here. Now they're saying on top of that money that you're using, now you have to put down 15,000 to 10,000 to 15,000 surety bond for you to say that, for it to look legitimate that you can come on a visitor's visa or business visa or what have you. So um, I don't know. This looks like they're saying that it will be implemented in August of this year and will go until August of next year. So if you have, a sibling or a parent trying their luck to come overseas, this is something to put in perspective. And you could go look up this article. CNBC put out this article, and so yeah, you could go and look up this information better for yourself, read about a bunch of news articles and see how this affects your current situation. Like I said, if you have someone that's traveling to the country between now and next year, this is something that you would want to put in perspective. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to Exigent AFH YouTube channel. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We are all over. We are global, and we are the next big thing. I'll see you around. Ciao.